I like my food local, wanna know where my cows have been. I like my food local, wanna know my fish swam up a stream. I like my food local, wanna know that my hens can roam. I like my food to come from my home.
Hi, my name is Hanspetermeyer, and today I am talking to Calvin Woroniak here at Freedom Farm. Calvin, what's the story behind Freedom Farm?
Freedom Farm is a vegetable farm. It's a family-operated farm. We have 2 generations working right now. There's my wife and myself, and my daughter and son, and 5 grandchildren that tend to help out every now and then.
So are the grandkids pulling weeds? Are they pulling plants?
They're pulling plants, yes. That's.
Now you came from Saskatchewan, but you're doing market gardening here, basically. What were you doing in Saskatchewan?
In Saskatchewan, I did some dairy and a lot of grain farming. Mm-hmm. My wife worked in a greenhouse. She managed and operated a greenhouse for 10 years there. My daughter and son, in the Comox Valley where we're from, mm-hmm. the big employment was in market gardens. So they got their start there around 13. So, Tammy, she's kind of continued with that. Actually, her whole life, she's kind of worked away from Saskatchewan out to Salt Spring Island and has been doing that. So, right. we got a bit of experience in the veggie business here.
Okay, now you've been doing it 7 years here in the Comox Valley.
Correct.
What do you grow, and what can we find at the market?
We pretty much have a full range of field vegetables and hot house vegetables. Mm-hmm. We do tomatoes. Not a lot, fairly large scale. We do a lot of heirloom. I think probably the one thing most people will recognize us for are cherry tomatoes. They're kind of unique. Once they try them, they're hooked on them.
What makes them special?
Just the flavor. Oh. The way we grow them. Everything we grow is in soil, and we have a very balanced mineral micronutrient, which adds flavor to any vegetable you grow. Mm-hmm. And it's quite noticeable.
Now, I know you're at the market. Can we buy your product anywhere else? Or can we find it anywhere else?
At the market, yes. And then we wholesale to a number of restaurants in town and store. We sell to the White Whale. We sell to Atlas and to Edible Island. There's a couple other restaurants that have had change of ownership now that we have to go back to and see how things go there.
Right. Now you've told me that the market is like a big part of your business model, but can you tell me about how important it is?
The market, I don't care who it is, the market's very important for anybody that's starting out or established. And the main thing is to have that one-on-one with the customer. They need to see who you are, talk to you, find out what you're about. For us, we openly welcome people out to the farm. We love to show mm-hmm. what we do and how we do it. I like to think we're kind of unique in the way we go about things, the way we grow. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think I'm nuts, but, ocean water. We pump hundreds of gallons of ocean water out onto our fields.
Why would you do that?
Well, there's a couple different things. Like, we get so much rain in BC, the salt, you need to create an electrical continuity in the soil so the energy flows, mm-hmm. and the soils here lack that. So I find that the ocean water takes and adds to it. And traditional farmers use chemical fertilizers which add salt. Right. So, it's not an issue for them. Plus, if you look at the array of minerals that are available in the ocean water, it's there's a lot. And what's the funny thing is that it actually mirrors human blood as far as the chemical makeup. And my theory is what's in the soil ends up in the food, which ends up in us. Right. So people might think I'm a little off the wall on that one, but that's part of our thinking here. Okay.
Now you're into year 7. Anything we can expect in the next few months that's different from what you've done in the past?
Not really different. We're going to have a lot more variety coming out of the greenhouses as far as tomatoes. The restaurants really seem to like the heirloom, the colorful stuff. Otherwise, I think it's pretty much going to be the regular tomatoes, basil, cucumbers, peppers, there. And then as far as field veggies this year, we're going to have beets, carrots, corn, and kale, which we didn't grow kale last year and we took a lot of flack over that. So we're going to have lots of kale. So the restaurateurs and our customers will be pleased to hear that.
Okay.
That was a big item they liked.
Right. Now that's down the road a bit. We're in April here, and the big story here is that you've got a greenhouse full of starts. So tell me about how important are starts to your part of your business model?
The starts are, well, they have become a big part of our business. When we originally started, we hadn't really planned on getting as big as we have into it. But I should go back. When we plant in the field, probably 75% of what we do goes out in the form of a plug or a plant start. And we had to develop something, or a plant start, that would handle the transplant shock and being put out into that harsh environment. So, over the years we've kind of tinkered with our soil mix, and we've got something that grows a very strong, healthy start. And we kind of would take a few extras to the market just to tide over, and people would start buying them and realizing, holy, these things they grow. Right. And that's one of the big compliments we get, I think, is people are just amazed at how well they do. So it's kind of morphed now into, this is just a small portion of what we got right now. Right. The girls will be doing a constant planting for every 2 weeks. And it's funny how something you think is going to be, a small little part of your business can grow.
Yeah, and you've got something new in the start section this year, so tell me about that.
We did garlic starts this year. And I'm actually quite impressed with how they've started. I don't think we're going to plant garlic now in October or November. We're going to wait till this time of the year and then take them out there as starts. They look good. There's big roots on them. They're healthy plants. So wow. We'll see. We'll see how they do. But right now it looks like it's going to be another good item for us.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Kelvin.
Thank you.
And Freedom Farm is at the market April through to September, is that right? Yep.
Yes, and we might expand. Last year we went in till November-ish, I believe. We had carrots and a few other odds and ends that we had left over. So
from April with starts, lots of starts. As Kelvin said, they got pretty much everything you want, and now including garlic at the farmers market and out at the farm here from basically 10 to 4 most days and into the fall. So hope to see you at the Comox Valley Farmers Market. Thank you very much again, Kelvin.
Okay. Thank you, all our customers.
I like my food to come from my home. I got enough hormones in me, I don't need any more. I wanna know the folks who run my local store. Don't want no E. coli, I just want what's right and fair. I wanna know what's on my plate was treated with good care. I like my food local, wanna know where my cows have been. I like my food local, wanna know my fish swam up a stream. I like my food local, wanna know that my hens can roam. I like my food to come from my home.